Hi everyone, thank you for watching my previous videos. Today I am going to discuss about routine database maintenance tasks. In that I am going to cover routine vacuuming, managing indexes. The third one is log file maintenance. Let me discuss about routine vacuuming. PostgreSQL implements multi-version concurrency control, that is nothing but MVCC, which allows users to read data at the same time as writes make changes. The internals of MVCC has some implications that DBA should know and should understand thoroughly. MVCC leaves dead rows and old version rows, which requires cleanup. This can be achieved by either auto vacuuming or manual vacuuming. Okay, vacuuming will be used to recover or reuse disk space occupied by updated or deleted rows, and to update data statistics used by PostgreSQL query planner, to update visibility map which speeds up index only scans, to protect against loss of very old data due to transaction ID wraparound. In my demo I am going to cover first 2 points. Okay, before going to demo, please be careful. Don't disable auto vacuuming in PostgreSQL. There are a couple of parameters which will control auto vacuuming process. One is auto vacuum, the second one is track underscore counts. By default it will be enabled. Okay, unless you have thorough knowledge on vacuum, don't tweak default vacuum parameters as well. Let me explain the steps which I am going to perform part of my vacuuming demo. First I will show my PostgreSQL server configuration details. Second, installing pgtop utility, which is similar to top utility in Unix operating system. Third, I will create 2 tables and indexes as well. Fourth, I will insert huge number of records into my first table without aborting the operation. Fifth, I will insert huge number of records into my second table, but I will abort the operation after some time. Next, I will show the table statistics like the table size and the number of records in the table. Seventh, I will show auto vacuum processes in pgtop utility which are initiated by auto vacuum launcher processes. Eighth, I will delete first half of the records from my first table and I will show the table statistics. The final step what I'm going to do is I will perform manual vacuum operation and I will show the table statistics. This is my PostgreSQL DB server. Let me show the IP address of this. Okay, the IP address is 192.168.0.122. Let me show what are all clusters running on my server. There is one cluster running on this particular server and the port is 5434. Let me install pgtop utility. Installation is over. Let me connect to my database. You can see here there is a process called auto vacuum launcher. Okay, in order to perform rest of the operations I will use pgadmin utility. So this is my PG admin utility. Let me show the connection details over here. This is the IP address of my PostgreSQL DB server, and this is the port of my PostgreSQL cluster, and I'm going to connect to this database, that is app3 demo db2, and the user called app3 owner. Okay, now let me connect. Now let me select my database, go to tools, select query tools. Let me load my demo SQL. Similarly do again, go to tools, open vacuum.sql. Okay, now let me go to demo.sql. If you want to see the parameters related to vacuum, you can use this query. As I said, unless you have thorough knowledge on vacuum concept, don't tweak any default parameters. For this demo purpose, I have set one parameter, that is log underscore auto vacuum underscore mean duration as 5 milliseconds. Okay. This parameter is required if you want to make an entries of auto vacuum operations in log file. Okay. Anyway, now let me create the tables created and create one index. Okay, create second table as well, then create its associated index. Good. Let me run huge insert operation against my first table. This will take long time, so I am going to pause my video. Still it is in progress. If you go to PG top output, you can see the session details over here. Still it is in progress. Let me pause the video. If you want, you can see the progress over here. Okay, the size of the table is showing keep on growing, but you will never see the number of records unless the insertion is over. Still it is in progress. Let me pause video. Insert operation is over. It took 7 minutes 36 seconds. Let me see the table statistics. See, the table size is somewhere 5 GB. Okay, and it inserted very huge number of records. That's fine. Similarly, let me do the similar operation for other table. Okay, let me see the progress. Let it run for some time. Let me pause my video. That insertion is still in progress. The table size gone up to 1.5 GB. And don't worry about this number of records, it's an estimation. Okay, the actual number of records whatever I inserted is this one, the bigger in nature, right? Okay, let me see the insertion status. It grown till 1.7 GB. That's fine. Now let me abort the operation. Okay, if you see this, okay, still it is showing the size of the table, whereas the number of records is 0 because I turned the operation. Okay, now let me go to my pg top command. Okay, it will launch auto vacuum work process to clean up the operation. Just wait for some time, it will initiate that. See, you can see that. Okay, you can also see using this command, which will give more idea. You can see the command as well. Vacuum on specific table, app3 underscore empty underscore tbl. Okay, just validate. You will find this information as long as the vacuum is running. The moment it gets over, you can find the difference. Still it is in progress. Let me pause the video. Remember one thing, like auto vacuuming will do vacuum as well as analyze command. Okay, let me see the status of my vacuum process. It's still in progress. Still it is in progress. Any change in statistics? Ideally no, that's correct. Okay, meantime let me delete 50% of records from my first table as well. For that, copy, paste. Okay, let it run. Now let us see still vacuum process progress for my second table. What is the status of delete? It is in progress. Now vacuum process is completed. Let me check that table statistics. Okay, the size also came down. That means it released the space whatever it occupied in OS level. Let me see my deletion. Yes, it is still in progress. Okay, let it get finished. Yep, it's also finished. Since I deleted the records right. Let us see vacuum process got triggered for my first table or not. So now let us see there is a vacuum process got initiated automatically on this table. Okay, this will take some time. Let me pause my video. You can see similar process in PG top. Okay, still it is in progress. Now the auto vacuum process got completed. Now let me collect the statistics of the table. Okay, you can see the number of rows, these estimated rows, and the table size. Okay, you see the size of the table, it is same, there is no change in table size. Okay, so let me explain in detail. As I said, auto vacuum will perform vacuum operation and it will clean up dead or old version records. Okay, and the space whatever is left over, it can be used for future DML operations. I have a couple of scenarios here. If you take first scenario here, I have deleted first set of records. Okay, after auto vacuuming process, okay, this space will be there as it is. Okay, and it can be reused for future DML operations. In second scenario, for example, if I deleted last set of records, after auto vacuuming operation, it will reclaim the space. Okay, suppose if I want to reclaim the space in my first scenario, then I should use manual vacuum full operation. Okay, the difference between vacuum and vacuum full is vacuum will allow DML operations in parallel to vacuum operation, whereas vacuum full will not allow any DML operations or DDL operations in parallel. Okay, it is nothing but it will log the table and it will do table reorganization. I will show that in my next step. Let me note down the table size. Okay, now let me perform vacuum full operation. This is not compulsory, but you can do that. Let me pause my video because it will take long time. If you go to PG underscore top output, you can see the session which is performing vacuum operation. Okay, seems to be it's completed, it's over. Now let me collect the statistics of the table. Now you can see the size of the table. Now let's go to the next topic, that is managing indexes. Part of this I will show how to find corrupted indexes and how to fix it. Second thing is finding unused indexes and drop unused indexes carefully. The word carefully why I'm using here is there might be some indexes which will be used part of your quarterly job or half-yearly job or monthly job. So discuss with your application team, and if not necessary, then only you drop unused indexes. Okay, so below are the steps which I'm going to perform in my demo. Part of my first demo, first I will show how to find the index location. that is physical location, and I will corrupt that index manually. Then I will try to insert a record or couple of records into the table, and you will see what error message you will get because the index is corrupted, right? And finally I will show how to rebuild the index. Okay, in my second demo, what I will do, I will create a couple of extra indexes, then I will perform couple of select operations, and I will show this index statistics where you can see which indexes are in use and which are not in use. Okay, then I will show how to drop my unused indexes. Let me go to pgadmin tool. Let me close this, go to tools, select query tool, load my index.sql script. Let me show what are all indexes present over here. Okay, have a couple of indexes. One is on default underscore table and the other one is empty underscore table. Okay, let me show the index data file location. Copy this. Let me go to my server. Okay, let me go to my data directory. And go to this. 49178 is data file, index data file. So I remove that. Okay, here you can find two files because the file size limitation in Postgres is 1 GB. So if the data file size is more than 1 GB, then it will create a new file with extension .1, .2, .3 like that. Okay, so let me do manual corruption here. Okay, let me show something in the moment I corrupted the file, you can find related information in log file. Okay, now let me try to insert. So you can see similar error over here. Okay, see how you will come to know whether it is index or something else, right? You can use this query which will help us to provide the name of the object. With this I can see that it is related to index. So in order to fix that, one way is rebuild the index, the other way is create new index, okay, and drop the corrupted index and rename the new index with old index name. Okay, and rebuilding index with concurrent is available for the version 12 and above. Okay, let me try this option. If not, you can try the below option which are lesser than 12. Okay, in case if both options are failing, then drop the corrupted index and create new index with the same name. Let me try to do rebuild operation here. It will take some time, so I am pausing my video here. Operation is success. Now you can find the data file again. Since it is a rebuild, the name will get changed. Earlier it is 49178, now it is 49179. Okay, Like this you can fix index corruptions. Now let us move to unused indexes, how to identify and how to drop that. So for that, let me go down. Okay, let me create a couple of indexes. It will take some time. I'll pause my video. Index created. Let me create the other index and I will pause my video. So I have created a couple of indexes. Let me show the details over here as well. Okay, you can find 3 indexes here. Now, you can find similar output like this. If you exit, you can find 3 indexes. Now let me execute this select statement. If you see, okay, in my previous demo I removed half of the records, right? So let me do this way. Okay, similarly if I want to fetch here, I'm trying to fetch more number of records, right? So it will take time. Let me pause. Anyway, by the time it came the output, okay, and let me execute one more where class is referring the number 10 and the name is this. So number 10 may not be there because I already deleted that row. Okay, now let me show the index statistics here. See, based on my select queries, I can see there are a couple of indexes which used, right? This is the one and this is the one, whereas the other one is not in use, like name index. Okay, so this is unused index. So what I will do, I will use drop index, okay, and the index name to drop unused index. That's it. Okay, with this I'm completed with my managing index part. Now let me discuss about log file maintenance. Log file size grows based on the parameters defined under where to log, when to log, what to log sections in PostgreSQL.conf. Default parameters will take care of log file rotation. In case of troubleshooting any issues, vendor may suggest to enable debugging and tracing, which will write huge number of entries in log file and will consume more space. Do not enable debugging or tracing for longer period of time. The moment issue has been resolved, revert all the debug and tracing parameters to its version settings. Okay, let me discuss about couple of parameters here. One is log underscore rotation underscore age. The second one is log underscore rotation underscore size. If you define the age as 1 day and size as 10 MB, okay, and the log file size is less than 10 MB, the log file rotation will happen the next day. Okay, whereas if the log file size is greater than 10 MB, okay, then the log file rotation will happen on the same day. Okay. With this, I am closing my session today. If you like my session, please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.